Hi fellow travelers, and it's me, your travel angel. Welcome back to Angel's Video Diary. And in this video, I am sharing a few things you need to know before you visit Tulum, Mexico. Even with extensive research, there are still some things I was able to discover and felt a little surprised during our trip. Let me share them with you now, so stay tuned. The first thing you need to know is that there is no airport in Tulum, so you're gonna fly out to Cancun. Our trip will start at LAX, we'll have a quick stop in Houston, and then we'll fly straight to Cancun. We actually brought our car and parked it near LAX, so we still had to ride a shuttle. But then it's gonna be a quick and easy ride. And then we got to Cancun International Airport maybe around 3:30 or 4 p.m. My husband and we thought that the car rental pickup is gonna be at the airport. So if you're gonna rent a car at the airport in Cancun, you'll ride a shuttle to pick up your car rental. Don't worry, it's actually a few minutes drive from the airport to the car rental pickup. Okay, so let's talk about transportation a little bit more. There are plenty of ways to get around Tulum. You can arrange an airport shuttle, either a group or private, and renting a car is the best way to explore Tulum. Based on our research and by doing the math, we figured we're gonna be saving a lot more money if we just rent a car. Plus, taxi fare in Tulum is quite expensive because, well, they don't have Uber or Lyft yet. It's also better to rent a car at the airport. I mean, it's more convenient and very easy. And FYI, you can rent a car in advance as well, just like what we did. The drive to Tulum from Cancun International Airport is 2 hours, and driving around Tulum is not too hard. You know what's hard? Is getting a parking spot. So you're better off going to a parking lot and just paying the fee. Well, I think the roads in Tulum are pretty good. Some areas are rough, and potholes are also common in Tulum, so make sure to watch out for those. We stayed in Tulum and we included Chichen Itza in our itinerary. And Chichen Itza is about 2 hours drive from Tulum, Mexico. Well, we didn't expect one thing. Tulum has a different time zone from the Yucatan province. And just so you know, Tulum is 1 hour ahead of the Yucatan province. So if you leave early in Tulum, you'll definitely arrive 1 hour early in Chichen Itza. But you know, it's all good because we were able to stop by Valladolid. It's actually a town that you'll pass by on your way to Chichen Itza from Tulum. So we took a lot of pictures and we were able to get a cup of joe and also breakfast from the only coffee shop that was opened at the time we got to Valladolid. So yeah, but I'm happy that I was able to share this important piece of information with you guys because now you know. So if you're getting value off this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I would post new content. Tulum is not just about the beach and the all-inclusive hotels. I am not stopping you from doing that. If that is, something that you would like to do, by all means, go ahead and do that. But what I'm saying is that there are so much to do and see around Tulum. And one of them is the Mayan Ruins. So make sure to visit one ruin in or around Tulum. And there's one particular site, the only ruin in Tulum that you can visit, which is the Tulum Archaeological Site. I highly recommend that you do that with a tour guide. And make sure to check out my Tulum Archaeological Site video so you can see and know what to expect if you're gonna visit that particular ruin. Speaking of visiting ruins or cenotes, if you have a professional camera or maybe you have a GoPro, you'll pay an extra fee. Yeah, so that is on top of the entrance fee. It doesn't make sense because phone cameras nowadays can take good quality photos, especially if you have the latest iPhone, which has good stabilization. So I don't know, but you have to pay an extra fee if you have a GoPro. There are a lot of cenotes in Tulum alone. You probably have to live in Mexico for at least a year to be able to see all of them, which is why it's better to plan your cenote adventures and choose the ones you want to visit. And by the way, make sure to check out my cenote videos so you'll see some of the cenotes we were able to visit. The best time to visit Tulum, Mexico is during the months of November to January, but you'll see a bulk of visitors around this time. There's also a lower chance of rain. And then hurricane season has already passed during these months as well. Now, June to September are the hottest months in Tulum. So it's gonna be very hot and humid. And then September to October are gonna be the rainiest months. But you know, the weather can be unpredictable these days. I mean, we get rain sometimes during summer here in the States. Based on my research, Tulum is expensive compared to the other Mexican destinations. But you know, if you don't mind getting an Airbnb or maybe try avoiding hotels, maybe like hotel restaurants, you'll be saving a lot more money. And speaking of Airbnbs, let's talk about where to stay in Tulum. So planning your stay in Tulum can be a daunting task. Let me help you a little bit on that. So initially, we planned on getting a hotel by the beach with the all-inclusive promotion deals they have, but we thought we're not gonna be able to take advantage of that deal unless, you know, we're gonna stay in the hotel and that's all we're gonna do. But we're gonna be out and about exploring Tulum. Plus, hotels near the beach or by the beach are very expensive. So, naisip namin sayang naman yung binayad namin, di ba? So, we searched for hotels outside the beach area and they're still a little pricey. So, our last resort was getting an Airbnb and we found one which is in Tulum Centro or Tulum Town Center. And let me show you what it looks like. So we paid $400 for the whole duration of our stay here, 5 days and 4 nights, and that is so much cheaper than staying at a hotel, which is about $800 to $1,200 a night, or maybe even more. So this is a condo unit. Parking is just outside the building, although our unit is on the 2nd floor. So we had to carry our bags to the 2nd floor because they don't have elevators. And speaking of bags and luggages, if you're wondering what to pack for Tulum, Mexico, I have a video focusing on that area. So check out what to pack, what to bring for your Tulum adventure. The link is going to be in the description box below. So if you have any more tips or tricks that you want to add, make sure to drop a comment down below and let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, well, subscribe now and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I would post new content. And you can stay current on my travels. Follow me on social media. That's at Angel's Video Diary. Subscribe to my blog, mypurplepages.com. And I'm on TikTok now, so follow me at I am Angel Alvaro. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.
Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Me diste alas para que vuele, pero motivos para quedarme. Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Tú me curas cuando más me duele. Sé que siempre has sabido amarme.
Eso eres tortolito, no queda bien, bebé. Mejor de tus amigas diciendo que no ven. Esto sea duradero, que sea algo sincero, que un perro no cambia y eso es lo que sea.